Hello, welcome to my first full-length race video. I intend to do a few more of these, so hopefully you enjoy these. I'm going to try and put some music in at the beginning and some logos and stuff, but in the meantime it's just my face and my voice at the beginning, so it's cool on that. So this first race is a competition server race on ACC, on Assetto Corsa Competizione on the PC. I'm using the Logitech G920. Which I'll have a new rim for soon, and I've got the pedals as well, the G920 pedals, so that's my gear pretty much. And yeah, the race is at the Nurburgring in the McLaren 720S. 30-minute race, 7 minutes of qualifying. It's going to be an interesting one, so yeah, hope you like this, and yeah, let's get underway with it. So yeah, we're sort of lining up, just sort of getting ready. Really, this is the first sort of lap. Obviously, the temperature's looking pretty good, and the aim of this beginning of the session here is to just put a banker lap in, just put something in that's going to ensure that we're good, something that's positive for us. Going forward. Just coming through here, just in first gear, just trying to hook the car around, trying to use as much curb on the inside there. You'll probably see most of the race I tend to do that quite a bit. And yeah, just this track as well, one of these, it's a great track, but gotta have the setup dialed in. This car's gotta be fast in the corners that matter. Get away with certain corners being a little bit out of sorts with the setup, but some corners out here got nailed. And my intention as well was to get the Aston Martin out for this. When I registered, I thought I'd clicked on the Aston Martin, and I hadn't. I'd signed up with the McLaren by accident, so still a car in front of us there, but he decides to try and stay in front of us. Just trying to sort of see if I could grab a little bit of a toe from him, maybe try and pass him, but chances are if he's made a mistake already, then yeah, mistakes are going to happen in the future. So we skip to about 2 minutes left in quali, P4 at the minute. Struggle to really put time in, but it's only 7 minutes of qualifying, so this is the first lap time. So that puts us in P3, which for a first lap I was quite happy with. Not gonna lie, I thought that was quite good.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
There we go. A nice clean lap. We set on board for this lap, but obviously the 210's up in the first couple of corners and we kind of lose it through just a little bit of wash on the front. But then we call it back, that guy goes in front, so that kind of gives us less to worry about in front, but it actually puts us off a little bit as we go through that section there. So I'm trying to use as much curve as I can on the inside to try and gain some time back. Just loses all the time here, just a really messy little sector. Which is really intentional. Yeah, it wasn't really intentional. So yeah. Second, attempt there, nearly 5,000 up. Just losing that time just everywhere because of that little mistake. That little sector kind of push you off to the whole lap. Think about it, I've run wide here, so I'm trying to get my foot down early, but then I change gear too soon, so it all just falls apart really. It's a bit of a sad one, but we try and save this lap a little bit. We try and carry as much speed as we can through the Schumacher, which is a really tricky corner in most cars. Some cars are okay with it, McLaren's alright, you get it, it's alright, but some of them cars can be quite tricky. Lose a little bit of time here and then gain it back again, and a little bit just digging into the road a little bit there, just a bit too much. Just a bit of oversteer and understeer going on with the car. More my driving than the car though, so just coming through the final couple of corners, just bouncing it through. Really you're trying to use the curbs, but it can affect your lap time, so now, so I backed it up here. I realised my lap wasn't going to be fast enough, so I back off and then go for a final fast lap just to see where we can get the car to be. So we're going through the midsection and 20 seconds left in the session, and I see this and I'm just trying to carry as much speed as I can, but really struggling with the car. The car's not doing what I want it to do. Tyre pressures were slightly high, so I think at this point I realised, you know what, I've got hot tyres, but that's just going to have to be what it is. I'm just going to have to make the best of it. And so we'll do it, try and make the best of it. My 410's up in the middle of the middle sector. As we go through the hairpin now. So I guess about halfway around the track. Carry so much speed into there. The 710's up and lose so much time on the exit because I tried to send it so deep. Well, could we gain about a thousand or so, but it's just not enough to really quantify doing that, so I shouldn't really have done that. But then we really never shoot the presses getting quite low there. That's fine. Now we've got a couple of cars in front now. Got a car behind as well, so that's, even though you may not think it, that can put a little bit of pressure on you, but kind of gained time through the middle of the corner and then lost it again on the exit. So story of my life with this game. Sometimes I gain it on the exit, on the entry, and then lose it on the exit. So I'm trying to get this final corner done, and this is going to be the final lap. So as soon as you cross the line, this is going to be the position we're in, and we want to lap. And that's it, lap over. So we end up qualifying 11th out of 16 when we could have probably been in the top. Probably been in the top 5 if we really put a lap in, but that wasn't really going to happen, so it's just one of those things, unfortunately. So yeah, qualifying done, and we're P11 on the circuit. Right, so we're in the pre-race now, and I'm just waiting for the session to start. So it's a full formation lap, so there's a lot to do with this car in the formation lap, more so than maybe some of the other cars, because it needs very balanced tyre temperatures at the start of a race, otherwise it gets very twisty and very twiddly if it's a little bit out of balance. Really likes to balance this car. So you can see there we have a mandatory pit stop window, and we have a refuel. We have to refuel, so I take that into account, go back into the setup, and we're just going to change the strategy. So we realise that we're going to probably want to put 60 litres in. We put a little bit extra in just to be safe, because we have that full formation lap to do, and the full formation lap is going to be crucial to, like I say, getting the car in the right kind of temperatures. So we're going to ready it with that. 10 seconds left to go. So we're going to we've got 63 litres in the tank, so that's going to make us good. So we're going to flick our engine map to the slowest engine map, try and save as much fuel as we can at the start of the race, just to make sure that we're safe, because we could be a little bit off if the fastest guy managed to put in, say, an extra lap or something like that. So it's always crucial just to make sure that we've got enough fuel to actually start the race with. And we're going to put 5 litres in the pits, so that's only about 4 seconds in the pits. So we're going to see if that actually helps us and puts us somewhere in the region of the top 10 by the end of the event. So full formation lap is, like I say, really important with this car to get it really balanced. Just really taking the time through the first corner, not to brain the tyres or spin the tyres up too much, and then just get back into the green box and just focus on getting the tyres warm, but riding the brakes as much as you can without doing too much damage to them early on, because if you hit the brakes really hard around here, you can cause some fade later in the race. I've noticed, especially in a 30-minute race. Depends how hard you hit the brakes, but like I say, you want to balance the brakes, so you can ride the fronts and get the fronts up to heat, up to temperature, get them in the right sort of zone for heating the whole tyre up. But that those rear brakes, you can either go and change the brake balance, which is a bit of a fiddly thing to do, or before, I just apply the brakes a little bit softer, and the rear brakes work a little bit more than the fronts, maybe, and that's possibly why the car's fly past us there. One of the guys trying to warm his brakes up. But that's how you get flat spots if you brake too hard. Didn't need the ABS a little bit with this game, so we're going to keep the tyres up here. We're going to come up through the Schumacher S's. We're going to weave a little bit left to right. We're going to try and avoid to do that as much as possible because the tyres are still under pressure. And because they're under pressure, we're moving the tyre wall around a little bit, which is going to cause a bit of graining. So we want to try and avoid that as much as possible. There will be a stage in a moment where we brake left to right. We go left and we brake, and we go right and we brake, and we go left and we brake, and we just keep doing that because what this is doing is it's putting some heat through that tyre and through that brake pad more than the other side. Both sides are being used, but one side is getting a little bit more there, and it just helps to bring the tyres up a little bit more evenly, especially on the rears as well, but that have a big effect. Just doing a little bit more just before the game tells us that we need to go and get in the correct order. Just to keep us on the left, so we go left. I'm going to stick here. We've got a couple of cars around us that, to me, they screamed a little bit desperate at the start of this event, at the start of this race. So this race was recorded live as well. So this race I did record. I hit the record button before I did the race. So this is a live race. So there's no no fancy edits or anything like that. It will be purely just race onboard race footage. So look around the line. We actually nearly ran in the gravel there a little bit, and that would have really screwed things up for me. So maybe a little bit more careful next time on the approach there. On the outside, I'm going to try and match that speed. It's really difficult sometimes, but off we go. The race gets underway, and you can see we've got that McLaren a really good start. This Audi on the right hand side, just going to try and make it even. I realised that there's a lot going on the inside, and I think, you know what, let's stay to the outside. Get a little bit squeezed there by the McLaren, but we squeeze through, and then we just get squeezed by another McLaren, but I think he just leaves me a little bit. Just carry some speed through turn 2 and into turn 3 and 4. Gonna hook the inside and then close the door a little bit on the guy on the right hand side, which I kind of did. Thought I could do the right thing there. Use the car on the right hand side to kind of make sure that gap wasn't open. And then just through here everyone gets a little bit messy. The McLaren and the Audi come together a little bit, and then the Porsche wants to go down the inside. It all gets a little bit touchy, but he's flashing his lights. He's very desperate, this Porsche. He's screaming desperation for a lot of the race, really. Well, I say a lot of the race, but this is a good time shortly with him. But I close the door on him a little bit there, just making sure, trying to defend that position early in the race. Trying to get up to speed.
Car on the left, just rear on the left.
Taps me, and we get round. And somehow, I didn't hit a wall, I didn't hit the car. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to survive that. So, and we just carry on. We're now at the back, obviously, and I've got to recollect myself for a bit. We got frustrated after that. Pretty ridiculous dive bomb, to be honest. Yeah, pretty stupid driving early on in the race, but we're going to crawl back through, and we're going to skip ahead and see where we end up in. Exciting to catch up now. We're on to lap 2. 27 minutes left in the race, and we've got pit window then to get, so that is going to make a big difference. Someone already was in the pits damage, so we make sure he's got 15, which is nice. Good position. You can see the cars in front now, they're starting to run short. There's people coming off, causing yellow flags. It's just a case of just making sure to just keep it nice and steady. Yeah, so far so good. This traffic pack now is going to start to bunch up. when that happens, obviously, kind of, as you're driving, you kind of think, right, okay, let's push it a little bit now. This is good. See, someone comes off, so already making a space up there, but it's all about knowing that those guys in front are going to be slowing each other down. So you need to put as much pace in as you can. These guys are really bad enjoying. They're really poorly enjoying. This person who is going to be, is actually the car on the beginning of the video, the little picture at the beginning of the video. So we're going to see this person a lot more over the coming 20 or so minutes. So. Very desperate driver. But you can see we've got a couple of cars off in front now. Just side by side, so it's getting quite interesting. And yeah, trying to just put in the pace, trying to just see what laps we can do, but knowing that the traffic's in front, pushing people out of the way here now. Stupid drivers. It's when this starts to happen, you start to see people doing silly moves. Kind of, you start just looking. You start kind of working things out. You kind of think, well, okay, I might wait here because otherwise it's going to get silly. But here, I'm trying to catch up now. I'm trying to make a mistake happen and then to in front. He's going to be a little bit worried that there's another person that might take a position, but getting worried for a mistake here, and then they went side by side for a minute. Came out the other end. He goes for a move. Just pushes him wide. Pushes that other car wide. It really wasn't fair at all. So the Schumacher S is nice because there's 4 cars in front now, so I know there's 4 places available here. That's a P10 for me at the moment. That would be a really good comeback. All the cars go off in front. And I think, cool, I've got 2 positions, and then I think I realise, no, actually I've got 2 positions. I've not got 3 positions. I thought I had 3 because I thought the McLaren was off, but as you could see from my point of view, I couldn't see the McLaren until he was going around the corner. So Lando, quite a big car, really high as well. Behind, trying to get close, but I go around the outside of the Lamborghini there that's a lap down. Out of the way. And there we go. Now chasing after P11 Porsche Cup. So now we've lost Porsche Cup a little bit midway through this lap. And the Audi of the guy behind, whose name I will not try and pronounce because I will get it wrong. He is trying to push a little bit behind us. Trying to find the pace of the fast lap that we had earlier. We did have that 58. We used a lot of curve there, actually the car mounts quite a bit, so I'll read it in a little bit after that because I realise I'm getting a little bit silly. We went a little bit on the exit there, but it's fine. Moving the Assetto behind, so that's good. On to lap 4. To the end of lap 4 now. Nothing really happening, so at this point now I realise the pit window is going to be opening very, very soon. And it's going to make sense for me to make a move into the pits. In fact, I'm pretty sure it opens in, it's going to open in a couple of minutes, if that, or a minute or so. And when it does open, I start to consider, I'm already considering, let's jump these guys in the pits. That's the aim anyway. And on to lap 5, and just using the inside of the curve there. The Aston just starting to have a look, but doesn't break too late. So it's all good, and we're carrying a little bit sweeter here, just trying to match our fastest time, and just try and catch up to P11 in front. And I can see now along the deltas that the cars in front of P11 aren't that far away. So that gap is looking good, and actually on the map you can see the cars getting pretty close to each other, so I can see that, I know that. So some sort of effort to try and catch up to them a little bit. Pit window opens, and I instantly think, you know what, 3 guys in front, they're battling with each other. If none of them come into the pits, I think this is an opportunity. So I start to consider pit, which will probably change in a moment. I'll probably change the MFD panel on the left hand side, and we'll change it to making sure that we've got the right pit set up, ready to go. And make sure we turn off damage, because we have a little bit of contact, so make sure we turn it off. We don't really want a pit stop. We only want a 4-second pit stop, so up through here and into this last. So I'll move these section corners with a really good car. Curves there, that's quite nice actually. And straight in the pits, not messing around. A little bit wide on the entry, just by a little bit too eager there, but then we gain so much time in the pit lane by just making sure we hit the right marker. We make sure we don't turn off the damage, because we don't want to repair it. We felt like our pace was good, so we do that. We've already got a 4-second pit stop, so that's really good. That's Formula 1-esque. So yeah, 17 minutes left of the race, and in we come. Make sure we hit that brake marker bang on, so that the car just comes straight up, and then we're straight over to the MFD panel. Make sure we get the starter going, and we're off for 4 seconds, and we're on the move again. And straight away, we know we've done something good here, because we've dropped cars from behind that were already in front. Some cars were just coming in the pits that were just behind us. They were just coming in, and I know for the fact that they would have had a longer stop as well. We've met the quota for the pit stop, so we did it in the pit window, and we put fuel in. There's no minimum or maximum amount of fuel. Just have to make sure that you fuel to the end, which is why our pace was a little bit off at the beginning, just because we had a heavier car. But the pit stop, you can't guarantee that you'll lose 10 seconds with a full tank of fuel. When you know that's what you'll get in the pit, you'll have 10, if you haven't, then it's only 10 seconds. So might as well take a 4-second pit stop and just try and gain as much time as you can while you've got it, and just take the short pit stop. The car gradually starts to get lighter, it starts to get easy to drive. Yeah. So back out now. The tyre pressure's obviously gone a little bit off, but again, short pit stop, less time for the tyres to cool down, so that makes a huge difference. Just we're able to switch the tyres back on straight away. There's no messing around. Didn't take a tyre change either, which is good, because we don't really need it for 30-minute race. The tyres should last perfectly well enough for that length of time, so you can see now we've got a couple of cars that we weren't even racing with are still in the pits, so we now realise we're probably in a new race with some new people. We've come through the final corner, and we've got, you can see 3 cars in the pits. One is a lapped car, 2 cars still sat in the pits, and you can see the time delta just dropping and dropping and dropping. We know we've got them. So we come out in front of Regula, got Carlucci in front, who's taking his pit stop. He's got a nice gap in front now, so probably not going to catch Carlucci, but that's not going to be the position overall anyway, because we've got probably a few more cars in front that haven't made that pit stop yet. So we've got less than a minute left on the pit window, or is that 3 minutes left on the pit window? Less than 4 minutes, and yeah, some people will choose to pit a little bit later and get out of the traffic. If you do it right, it doesn't really matter too much as long as you're having a short pit stop. Prefer to come out in clean air. And luckily for me, I found some clean air with any cars around, just a couple of cars nearby, but no one in the immediate vicinity that I need to be racing or anything like that, which is nice. So yeah, there we go. We're on to lap 8 now. So just left at that pit window. Yeah. No one really pit apart from the guy in P11. And at this point I think, do you know what, P9 from P11, I'll take that. If that's the position that I've got, then I'll take it. And I think, yeah, cool. Alright, let's keep on going. I've got a minute and 45 left at the pit window. Chances are there is no one in front now that hasn't pitted. How wrong I was. But quite confident. At least got a P10 in us now, and top 10 in us rather. Yeah, trying to up our safety rating as well. Safety rating is somewhat of a weird thing for myself, because I'm usually running quite high 90s and recently running 83, so I don't know what's been going on with the safety rating or what's been going on with how they track safety rating, but I've been absolutely battered recently. Can't seem to raise my safety rating. It's quite annoying, but it is what it is. So all good. Just trying to get the tyres just proper in that window. The front right is overheating a little bit, but there's not a lot I can do about that, so I just keep on putting and just keep on working away. Struggling a little bit through there, and then we see Mr. Porshakov, sorry, still in the pits. Now, at this point, I'm like, right, okay, so I think, right, I'm going to take it out to have a laugh at myself, but there's no way. So, we go for it. It's just on the exit of the pits, and we just haven't. We just say, you know what, no. I've got 11 minutes. If I can hold on to P8 and either pull away from this guy or defend, then we're going to be good. So, yeah, I don't know how long his pit stop was, but for whatever reason, we're now in P8 from P11 and making our way. Not really closing in on the guys in the top 7, but if we can finish in this position, then we're going to be quite happy with that. Got to the final part of lap 9, and Porshakov started to catch up now, so he started to work away a little bit and just starts to show his nose in a couple of places. I think I made a mistake here or in the next lap, and it gives him that little bit of an opportunity to actually try and go for it. But yeah, this guy's pretty great. And there you go, he actually goes for a move. From so far back, it was absolutely ridiculous move, really. Fails to give the room back, fails to give the space, and then messes up in these next few corners. I don't know what he was doing, but really messes up this corner and this corner. I'm in a rage right now, so I'm just throwing the car from corner to corner. I think, you know what, this guy, what the hell was that? That was a ridiculous move. And I'm just going to try and come off the track. He's made his own mistake, and so I think, right, you made your own mistake there. That is karma for what you just did. So I think, right, I'm going to come back now. This is the attack here now. I'm trying to go from inside, and I think, you know what, I'm going on the outside. And he just closes me off, so I think, right, fine, that's fine. And he gets a really poor exit, and then we come up towards the Schumacher S's, and here we go. Contact between the both of us, but we're both still there, we're both still together. A little bit of contact. It wasn't intentional contact that I had. I just knew I had the speed on him, but I didn't expect him to take the line he did, so but on we go. Crack on. Keep our P8. Rightly so, I'd say, after the new people at turn 1. And yeah, on we go. Hopefully for a incident-free race, but as we know, seeing that bit at the beginning of this video, this guy is about to ruin my day completely. So we're going to go down. He's flashing his lights. You know, what do you want me to do? Not all I can do. So I just sort of do my thing, pull away. Guy, then he starts attacking, starts having to defend against the next guy, who pushes wide. I'm betting you probably hit him. And yeah, sure enough, them two have contact. So this guy clearly just doesn't know the width of his own car or whatever. But now he's going to try and chase after me. He does have more pace in the car, right in that. But pace is one thing, overtaking and racing someone is another. He had plenty of opportunities on this track to change his line and, you know, change the way he brakes in the car and accelerates to get past me. But it is what it is. Some people only know how to go flat out all the time, which is all well and good if you're leading, but it's only working out when you need to be maybe just waiting for something to happen. So yeah, we're going to come through the final couple of corners. We're going to go down the straight here, which is the final chicane. And through the final corner after that. And you can see he's starting to catch up, so I'm already aware of this. I know that he's left something behind him. Seeing him from earlier in the race is one thing. Me messing up like that is another. That gives him the opportunity to try and throttle back. So maybe I've received a little bit of karma for the move I made. So I'd say now we're even. I think, you know what? It's even now. Play fair. I'm going to go defensive. I'm going to be totally fair and defensive. I've given him all the room in the world on the right hand side, and he just pushes me straight off. Just doesn't give me any space whatsoever. This is in a competition server, bear in mind. So this guy has just absolutely decided, you know what? That's not fair. I'm going to just push you straight off the circuit. So I just make him think and make him just think in the rear view that maybe I'm going to cut across the grass. I'm trying to think if maybe that might put him off a little bit. Desperation's snuck in a little bit here for the last 4 minutes of this. Yeah. Sadly, I think this is kind of where it ends for us. 3 minutes left. But, Chase, we've got regular behind us, but he's kind of just sat there, isn't really going to do much. So. Going to the final corner, we've got a couple of laps left to go. Like I say, we've got regular in that McLaren behind us. So we come down to the final lap. We actually put the whole lap there, but to just skip ahead. Nothing really happens with the regular. It kind of disappears, and we start chasing after Porsche Cup, but we know chances are we're not going to get anything now. Something happens now on this final lap, and yeah. Something that I probably shouldn't have done, but the Samaritan in me thought I have to do this. So, Carlucci and P7 disappeared the road now. And then, yeah, Porsche Cobb's only 3.3, but like I say, after that contact that he gave me as well at the rear, the car became really tricky to drive. On acceleration, because the rear was just skipping around. So he really ruined the race for me there. So really shoddy driving from Porsche Cobb, whatever his name is. Yeah, not the biggest fan of his driving. So that's what it is. You guys may have a different opinion. Yeah, if you do then just feel free to leave it in the comments. Let me know what you thought. But yeah, we're going to come across the line to start the final lap. And we're going to skip ahead to the final lap. Final part of the lap now. Lap 15, leaders finish the race. You just think, right, okay, we are where we are. P9 is going to be the finishing position. That's fine. Yeah, P9 is what it is. And then stuff starts to show up on the right hand side. You can see it now. Someone saying bump me across the line, and I just think, okay, like someone needs some help. So I'm looking at my delta, I'm realising that someone is dropping massively 20. It's just dropping constantly he's moving, so I realised that he's going to need some help, this guy. So P9, I think, you know what, P9 was good. If I'd crossed the line, it would have been P9, but I think, no, let's be fair. Let's make sure this guy crosses the line, and we just nudge him. And I just want to try and push him, and nothing really happens. And yeah, he's just not moving. And we think maybe he is moving.
Got some light damage.
Yeah, that surely's done it. One more push, and he's across the line. And we finish in P11. So,
Good job.
Samaritan gain there meant that we didn't finish in the top 10, but is what it is. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you watched and you want to see more videos, feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, say hi, and yeah, hope to see you in the next video for some more driving. It's going to be a lot of fun doing all these videos, so yeah, thanks very much guys. Catch you in the next one.